Welcome to the following presentation of Minor League Esports on the MLE Network.
The seasons are changing after a long winter of anticipation here in the MLE. It's not just the sweet smell of flowers, but the sweet smell of competition finally filling the air once again. As the anticipation looms over DFH Stadium, the Outlaws are set to take on the Pirates in a trial of the thieves. Will they gun down the Pirates, or will they be sent out walking the plank? That's the question we look to answer for you guys tonight as we welcome you all to Season 12 of Minor League Esports presented by APM Music. My name's Grant, CFO, and joining me in the booth is the audacious analyst himself, Lars Newt.
Well, that is quite the wonderful intro, Grant. Oh, wow, I'm already screwed up. First cast of the season, but what an exciting season it is. Season 12 of MLE, and we're very carefully, very specifically bringing in Minor League Esports 3v3, and what a way to lead it off. The very first broadcast of the season is that 3v3 matchup here in the Academy League on MLE Sports GG2, so you can expect some more of that action going forward. But like you said, we've got an exciting Academy League matchup. Just right off the bat, thoughts, questions, concerns, comments, hopes, and or dreams.
Oh, I've got a lot of high hopes for this match. It's the kickoff. It's opening day. You know how long I've waited for this? And look, my MLE merch even arrived on time. It's like the mailman knew that MLE was going to be live today. And like you said, 3v3. We're finally introducing the 3v3 game mode. Now, Lars, what is so different about 3v3 as opposed to 2v2, and why should the audience at home be so excited about it?
Speed and aggression. It's my favorite thing to watch. And now that being said, I am a 2's main because it is the superior game mode. I'm just going to put it out there. It's got the great balance between team play and that solo skill that you need in that managing in 2v2. But in 3v3, if you're looking for entertainment, which obviously we're here to watch for entertainment, 3v3 is the king of the hill, the cream of the crop, because you are able to just get crazy team plays. You're able to be very fast, very aggressive. Because you have that extra support, I expect to see challenges on challenges on challenges, and that is the exact way you need to play this game mode.
And you said there's also that just range of what you can do. There's that balance between team play and solo play. And, you know, I've had the opportunity and pleasure of casting some RLCS, and I really have noticed that 1v1 has proven to be a very useful tool in 3v3. So will we see that here tonight? I have no idea. We can only hope for the best. But, man, I'm just ready to get this one underway. I'm ready to get it started. It's going to be great. It's going to be hot. And this one's not going to disappoint. I can already feel it. These two teams, they're ready to go, and I'm just so ready for it, Lars.
Oh, yeah, we could sit here and we can waffle all day long, but this is week one, game one of MLE Season 12. The players are taking the field, and we are going to be underway momentarily.
Here we go. The first fresh clock of Rocket League in Minor League Esports for Season 12. Starting us off is the Pirates moving down the field. They've got an open at the shoot on early, and you know Tezukako is going to be the one to strike it in for 1-0.
What a way to lead off the season. 7 seconds in, Venturi sends this one down and proceeds out towards the net to clear away any defenders, but there's nobody there. It's a heads-up play. Tezu is able to finish that one off. That is the early lead for the Pirates in game one.
And we mentioned that team play. We see it right immediately. Could have been a solo. Who knows? That net was open, much like this one is now open itself up. Coroner. What am I saying? Coroner is going to try to get in the way of this one. Now they've got involvement. Oh, they got spun out on the back end here. And Haku again for one more.
Wow. This is not the start you need if you are the Outlaws. Pirates running away with this one in short order. Only 21 seconds gone, taking advantage of some physical play, some speed and aggression, just like we asked to off the bat here.
I love what we're seeing already. Haku's going to field this one back in the corner, sends it out. Silent Wolf is going to mix this one up. Venturi not going to be able to field it. This is dangerous. We notice the Outlaws going for a lot of bumps early, trying to get that physical play to open up their shooting lane, and it's only a matter of time before we can see the Outlaws do the same thing. Manic's got a shot. It's just going to go high, unfortunately. Blocked down low, still in the danger zone. Silent can't redirect it around, and it is runaway for Pirates.
Well, finally, an attack back the other way out of the Outlaws. They're starting to get a little bit of physical play themselves, getting a little control play, and I like to see them trying to slow this down and get this one back under control. A rough start, but being able to reset is going to be key going forward.
We've always mentioned a mentality game being so important. More on that later, because here comes Silent Wolf out to Venturi, puts it midfield for Manic to take over. Big 50 will throw it up, uncontested corner, fields it down low. Has it around the corner. Haku gets their shot. Silent tries to find their teammate, but they'll have to dip out. Boost might be a bit of a problem, but they've not got any problems here. More physical play, but not enough. There's 3 people in the net most of the time, and one bump is not going to be enough to open that door. Haku to the back wall. Silent with another touch back out. Manic cutting the rotation here, is able to effectively clear it. Silent Wolf on the retreat. Tezu right back the other way. 50 down low. Here's Venturi, dips off of it. This leaves a lot of space for Haku if they can just get there. Venturi's connection is cut off by Silent Wolf, now played back up to the ceiling.
I like to see this level of aggression that we're seeing out of these two teams. They're doing a good job of getting in each other's face, not giving a lot of space to make plays. And we see more demos than you typically see in a game number 1 so far. And that's been so critical. Something they've criticized a lot of teams for is that's almost an opportunity for Corner to tie this, or to cut that lead back down to 1. The continued pressure, Manic finally finds a way to finish it off.
Finally is right. Outlaws have been looking for this opportunity to score, and they finally are able to bring it around the backside here. Manic gets it right between everybody they needed to, sends it in. Now we're within 1. 2:46 on the clock. We're just approaching halftime. These two teams get closer and closer, and I expect the whole series to go this way as well. Corner's shot is out for Manic. Silent Wolf finds Manic again up front. Can they field it? Can they drop it down? That's what they'll need to do. Huge whiff up high. Haku's there to stop it from going in. Silent Wolf again throws it back out. Venturi's looking to contest. Miss on the goal. Pirates are struggling here. Each member dwindling away. Outlaws have a shot. Can they get there? Venturi at the last second is able to block it away. Now we're back to the corner. One more shot deflected, and they finally got some control back for Pirates.
A little bit of a corner ball, but they get it clear, and they get it clear with purpose, and that's so critical in these transition plays to not just bang the ball away. There's an opportunity. Silent Wolf reads the pass and sends that one back downfield, but it's critical to not just bang the ball downfield. You have to clear with purpose, with intention, with control to be an effective team.
Absolutely. You got to be thinking one step ahead at all times. And if you're trying to shoot for midfield just like that, it's never going to work. Silent Wolf already knew it was coming, had plenty of time to get in the way and stop it. But Tezu, what a play off the back wall, crossbar down.
Wow, what a double touch. Tezu takes advantage of a little bit of extra space, like we mentioned here in corner. Gets a little bit of just a tiny bump on the backside as that first attacker from Pirates rotates through the back of the net. It's just enough to disrupt any kind of real challenge on that shot. And then, of course, double touch to bar down. Come on.
Come on. Exactly right. This is some high-level action we're seeing on the mechanical end for Pirates. They're definitely feeling comfortable. They're feeling confident as they move throughout the rest of this game 1. Here's another shot off the back wall, still dangerous. Nobody able to get there. Tezu, maybe. No. Corner blocks it away just enough. Silent Wolf takes over. These clears they keep going back into the hands of the oncoming team, and that's not exactly where you want to clear it. If you can at all get your clears to go anywhere but where the opponents are coming from, that is going to give you the space you need to start your counterattack.
I think that's been the big difference between these two teams is when you see the Pirates clear, you see them clear with purpose. It's pass plays, and Tezu with a cut, finished off by Venturi.
3 goals now separating Pirates from the Outlaws. You notice not the best touch from Silent, and then they had to avoid the demo. There was just nothing you could do. So much mix-up happening on the defensive end. I think this is a runaway goal and runaway game for Pirates.
Yeah, Pirates off to a good start. Quick to finish off the point that you were making and I was making and everyone was talking about is the difference here. The control, there's one off the back wall. It's a good attempt to clear it away, but it's not enough. Tezu cleans it up.
goodness in the morning. Look at this carry. Haku, I mean, I was convinced the double tap was coming through, so absolutely no shame on the defense there. A misread play will now separate them by 4 goals. It is just all goals to go here for Pirates.
Can I try it again? Is it worth trying again? The difference being the control in the clears. Pirates, they pass to clear. They keep the ball close if there's not a passing play to make. They have control, whereas the Outlaws throw that right into the waiting arms of the Pirates, so the Pirates get another opportunity to attack the net, and you can see they're taking advantage of every single one of them.
Right, and you mentioned control. Keeping the ball close is another very important aspect to controlling the pace of the game. We notice shots going off both posts here. Pirates, they didn't need it, but now we see another throwaway ball from the Outlaws. They're not holding it for very long. They're throwing away the possession. Here's a chance to control if they can get up there. Silent Wolf looks for another touch, fakes out Venturi. Corner off the backboard. Manic sends it backwards. That opportunity squandered away. 10 seconds will soon tick to none left. Pirates look for one more. They won't find it. Kill down low, and now we just wait for the ball to touch down. It does, and Pirates very convincing victory for the first game of the season.
Yeah, I think we've said basically everything we need to say about the big difference between these two teams. I think there's not a huge difference mechanically. There's not a huge difference in speed. They're very evenly matched when it comes to the mechanical ability of these players to get to the ball, with their ability to get around the field. I don't feel like anyone's getting wildly outpaced. Just the big difference right now is that Pirates control in transition versus the Outlaws, who aren't getting the transition plays because they're throwing it into that Pirates waiting midfield turn.
Yeah, and it's a thing that's much easier said than done. Believe me, I've tried it myself, and it's so much harder to actually pull off. You know, moving your thumbs around in the way that you want to is so much harder. You're just like, okay, I just need to control the ball. Well, how do you do that? How do you go about it? Well, you start with dribble plays. You keep it close. If you're a 1v1 player, you're absolutely going to shine in this aspect. But if you're not, it becomes a little bit more difficult. Try to take it up the wall away, but look for where the opponents are coming from. That was the big point that I wanted to make this game. We saw so much swarming pressure, and each time the Outlaws wanted to clear out of their own half, but it just kept going the way it was coming from, and there was always somebody waiting. So they have to get a bit more creative, keep it close, force the Pirates to play your way, pull them in, because that's what they're doing to you. Give them a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah, I think we could talk a lot about different ways you can make effective plays with teammates on the clear, but the big note here is we see the Outlaws, the Pirates, we see them grouping up, we see them getting tight in the midfield and leaving lots of open field to play with, but then the Outlaws throw the ball into that grouping. You need to recognize where those players are, exactly like you said, and get around them to find these opportunities. Now, game number 2 underway, a rough start for the Outlaws. They need to find a way to come out of the gate slugging to get this one back into their favor.
They really do. Silent Wolf was going to try on that one. The 50-50 not meeting the contact they had hoped for. Tezu with a dunk down low. Luckily, it's wide left. Tezu right back in, beat out by Manic. Venturi's waiting back for this one as the trusty third man. Oh, not the best catch. They'll have to take it up the wall here. Opponent incoming. Now the ball to the net. Not going to make it there. Haku misses the touch. Manic looks to swing in another dunk back out to the corner. And I don't think Coroner is ready for this one. Silent Wolf will have to take over with a carry. Oh, this is a huge bang downfield. Manic can get there, but can Tezu finish? Of course they can. Slots it in near post.
I've said it time and time again. It's not enough to just save the ball. You have to clear the shooting lane. Here, an unfortunate positioning from Coroner. They come up a little bit near post when they needed to cycle back around, a little bit desperate to get back to that one. And Tezu finds the corner to finish that one off. And yet again, we see a Pirates lead.
Yes, we do. Pirates already on the attack, holding down this midfield presence. They understand how valuable it is to control the midfield. But here's a shot right off the crossbar. Oh, man, Outlaws really wanted that to go. Another off the backboard. Heartbreaking. Here comes another. More passes and passing opportunities that can come of this, but they were all looking for a shot. Now they're on the retreat. Oh, no, Tezu, don't do it to him. He looks for the read out of boost to make it happen as a play. And Manic's right back up the wall for the carry. We are seeing this mechanical challenges come out from both sides, and you mentioned how even these guys play, but it's all down to this control.
Yeah, it's even when it comes to mechanics and speed, but it's not as even when it comes to game sense and just general awareness around the field. So far, the Pirates doing a better job of where they're positioning. Again, we still see some mistakes. We see them bunch up. We see them leave lots of open space that the Outlaws can take advantage of. The Outlaws just aren't.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see, but hey, This game, it's only 1 goal out of reach. I almost cursed it there. I almost cried to myself internally. I would have been so sorry. I have to write a formal apology to the Outlaws if that was to be the momentum killer. But hey, you gotta watch out for Haku here, looking for the double taps as always. Tezu unable to make contact. Here's a moment of opportunity for the Outlaws. They're moving down the other way. Oh man, it's gonna get taken out. Corner's got to be quick to this one. Little bit of hesitancy on their end. Silent Wolf picks it up, throws it to the corner. They'll take it again. Tezu unable to make contact. These are really good beats from the Outlaws, but here's how they're throwing away that possession. Here's off the sidewall. Corner needs to shoot this just high and to the right. Silent Wolf with a huge miss. Man, it gets closer and closer, but I don't think the Outlaws are able to find quite the accuracy and precision that they're really looking for.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see them get these opportunities developing. They just had a great little push on offense. They got an attack on the net. They got a follow-up attack on that, and they even got a follow-up attempt. Unfortunately, Silent Wolf just couldn't find the touch to keep that ball down. But that's what they need, is to get some of that control, get an offensive cycle going. Here's an opportunity. Corner with a shot. That'll be just wide and touched away regardless. And Venturi should be able to push this one downfield, at least temporarily alleviating the pressure.
It's been almost a full 3 minutes since the last goal was scored. It was pretty early for the Pirates, but now Outlaws have some chances to work around to get that one more goal to equalize it. They're still close, and it's much closer than the last game, being separated by 4 goals, now down to 1. This is low-pressure situation. Outlaws are trying some new things, but I don't think any tricks are coming out of the sleeve quite yet. Venturi's up for this one for the Pirates. Huge misses on the defense. Everybody needs to make themselves effective here in the last minute 30.
Well, the good news is we have seen the Pirates find a way to the Outlaws find a way to slow down this Pirates offense. They're not quite able to just run away with this game like they did in game number 1. Keeping it within 1, I'm not comfortable with a 1-goal lead. That's not enough. It can evaporate just so. Even 2 goals. 2 goals becomes a 1-goal lead in none time at all. So I'd like to see the Pirates, if they really want to secure this series, get an opportunity here, and there it is. Venturi, as requested, finds the top shelf.
Caster's blessing, throwing this one into the real world, and Venturi throws it into the center of the net. There's that 2-goal lead, and like we were talking about it, we're still not even comfortable with a 2-goal lead. Pirates want to get a third. That is really the insurance policy that you build up once you get... Okay, see, like you were saying, that lead can vanish just like that.
In none time at all. Silent Wolf off the kickoff, just too fast. Is able to find a way to tuck that one home, and now within 1, some breathing room, some life out of the Outlaws. And they can bring this one back. Plenty of time on the clock.
Oh yeah, this is great for their momentum. Okay. Chill out here, I swear. Making me hold my breath each and every time it happens. The job of casters, we're supposed to throw out the hypotheticals, right? We're not actually supposed to speak them into existence, but sometimes we just gain that superpower and it happens. I just don't know.
Some of the casters I worked with, I'm convinced they've got a crystal ball somewhere in their room, because it's just, the predictability is absolutely insane. But here we are, 30 seconds remain in game number 2, as the Outlaws look to tie the series, but they have to find at least 1 to force the overtime. Oh, an opportunity by the wayside as Tezu clears it. There's another shot on net. Venturi with a big save.
Oh, and the pass across Outlaws. It's so heartbreaking because it comes so close each and every time. They get closer and closer. They found a goal earlier. They try again. Unsuccessful. Pirates with a fake on this one. It is desperation for Outlaws at this point. They don't want to go down 2-0. It's still within 1. It's a tall ask right now to keep this ball up. Oh, it does stay alive. Tezu doesn't actually kill it here. Corner might have the opportunity. They're just short, and Pirates walk away just barely.
Just barely, but unfortunately for the Outlaws, that puts them now on match point for this series. That is not how MLE works, though. However, if you are new to MLE, we play sets of 5, not series of 5. So every game matters. When it comes to playoff, every game matters. So hypothetically, I'm not trying to, we're just a hypothetical that's possible from the scenario that we are in. Should the Outlaws drop the next 2 games as well, they still need to come out and play their hardest in game number 5, because that one game can, and we've seen it in the past, be the deciding factor between a playoff run and walking home at the end of the regular season.
You're absolutely right. Every game counts. That's how we do it here. It's going to matter when we get to the end of the season. You may not think it matters right now because your morale is totally crushed, but literally an anecdotal evidence point to this is last night I was playing with the CL boys, right? And we went down, we got 3-0'd, but we were like, hey, we're not done yet. There are 2 games left and every game counts. Let's pick it up. Let's go, boys. We're yelling, we're hooting and hollering, we're getting hype. And guess what? We actually took those 2 games. So that's not the situation that Outlaws find themselves in yet. But if it were to happen, there is still those games that count. Now it's time for a reverse sweep, and they've got to reset fully mentally and get back to it.
Momentum building on the side of the Outlaws. They dropped the first game, unfortunately, in pretty handy fashion. Game number 2, they kept within 1 goal. Now, game number 3, if that train keeps building steam, could be theirs. Only time will tell.
Only time will tell is absolutely right. Here's Silent Wolf starting for the Outlaws defense. Sends it midfield. Oh, they're starting to find each other. And look how that worked out for them.
Wow, right off the bat. This is what we needed to see out of game number 2 to get the recovery after that loss in game number 1. But that pass play in the transition, what did we ask? We said you need to transition with purpose. Silent Wolf to Manic find a way to make it happen.
That's so great to see. They all formed a line. They were ready for it. They recognized they were on defense and it's time to get it clear. They walked into those passing lanes and got there, but Pirates are already back on it. Solo efforts all around. This one's up back wall. Manic with the catch and will move out for Outlaws. Has 1 man in the midfield who's going to take over. Coroner's shot is missed. Now Tezukako looks for their second touch. Silent Wolf beats them out. Shot on net. Haku barely leaps to save this one and clear it away. Manic back to midfield. Tezu backs off for Venturi. Back into the corner of Outlaws for defense. They know how to get out now. It's all about execution and consistency. Here's a pass upfield. Silent Wolf can't turn on it, and that's an unfortunate miss opportunity for a transition that results in a Pirate goal.
Well, the Pirates tie this one back up, and they do exactly what they've been doing all series long, is just waiting for those opportunities to develop off of the back of clears on the Outlaw end. And that one, just an unfortunate little bit of a miss there out of the Outlaws as they try to get this one clear and easily turned back on for the no defense goal.
The Pirates are a very convincing team to watch right now. I have no doubt that these guys are good and that they're going to do great things as we move throughout the rest of the season here. We see each time they go down, they're able to claw their way back. They're also able to just get in your face early, steal the lead, and make you uncomfortable, push you into your own half, pull you into theirs, bait you in for some plays, bait you in for some challenges. They're just able to manipulate the pace for the whole duration of the series. We see it right here. We're tied up. Here's a save from Venturi. They're building on this defensive momentum for that next transition.
Well, there's finally some offensive pressure out of the Outlaws, touched away by Haku as he clears this one into the corner. But they are starting to develop these offensive plays that I love to see. If you can get that ball into the offensive end and then keep it there and just hammer away at the net, sooner or later, doesn't matter who's defending, you're going to find a goal. As Corner almost finds one there, cleaned up by Manic. What did I just say? They get offensive pressure and they get goals.
I know you love to say it, Lars. Pepper the net with shots. That's exactly what happened here. Outstanding pressure from the Outlaws, and Manic is able to swing by as the third to pick up the lead back for Outlaws in game number 3.
That train, it's building steam. They're getting momentum down the tracks. Now it's on the Pirates to derail that before it gets out of hand and the reverse sweep starts to threaten.
I didn't know the Express was playing today, Lars, but hey, we take those. And here is a goal that the Outlaws are also going to take corner all by themselves.
Nice read off the back wall here. Venturi just can't quite, Venturi looked like they were going for it, decides to back off, go to the back wall to defend, and Haku is left with an awkwardly timed challenge. And unfortunately, they do not get that one clear. Outlaws with the biggest lead we've seen yet.
Oh, yeah, and this is great. I mean, biggest lead for them that we've seen, because obviously Pirates did really well in game number 1, but Outlaws are starting to figure some things out, whether that be how they play or how Pirates play and what they need to do. If the coach is being the brains of the operation right now, good for them, but if it's the players, even better. We love to see what we're seeing right now from Outlaws. They're trying to keep this ball on offense. Silent Wolf will be the next to contest. Nope, this might go over their head. Oh, it's a great ceiling shot from Tezu. Here's some bumps as well from Pirates. Another shot blocked. No, it wasn't. I thought it was for sure saved, but Haku makes sure that it wasn't and plants one home.
2-goal leads become 1-goal leads as you pepper the back of the net. Corner and Silent Wolf both commit on that. Neither finds the touch. Corner almost has the recovery, but if you're coming down off the post and that ball goes high, you just don't stand a chance. Haku cuts that lead to 1. And now Outlaws have to find a way to extend it back out. There's too much time on this clock to rest on a single goal and think you're going to walk away with a victory.
And I think they've figured that out by now. They've realized that Pirates are going to slap them back if they sleep for even a second. They will be so quick to strike, but this is Outlaws' game to take. They've got to play it out, and they got to play their hearts out for 2 more long minutes, because boy, does the game of Rocket League get a little lengthy. Here's Pirates on the back end. Venturi, oh, not blocked by Sil. Goodness, there's 2 players that are just barely named apart from each other, and it's so confusing. Silent Wolf not moving silently into this one. They're gonna have to save this ball as well. Oh goodness, Tezu's throwing up the spice off the spice rack, and out it goes. Pirates still looking for that equalizer.
Oh, I think the Outlaws were a little bit shell-shocked in game number 1. There's a shot from Haku off the back wall. Silent Wolf doesn't get the turn in time, and that is going to be tied up with less than 90 seconds to go in favor, well, I guess momentum in favor of the Pirates.
Yeah, great play off the sidewall. I mean, they might have been looking for a pass. Probably. They did not expect that one to go in, but hey, Pirates will take what they can get. We are all knotted up 3 apiece, and they're going to move out of their defensive half here. Manic will try to push it back in for the Outlaws. Puts one up to the ceiling. Corner might have a shot, but Tezu just that touch quicker. Haku down low off the ground bouncer. Tezu moves in. They're going to have to wait here. Knows that Manic wants to put it up to the wall. Here's a jump that throws them off guard. Venturi has a jump of their own. Back to the back wall. Might have a shot. Rushes it a little bit, but Corner had the stop either way. Outlaws, this is the last place they've wanted to be in. Being all tied up, their lead has dwindled away in the blink of an eye. They want to get it back as soon as possible.
Oh, 45 seconds remaining. And they don't have a lot of time to do it, and it feels at this point that we are in golden goal territory. The next goal could very well be the one that puts this game away with how little time is on the clock, unless we could see some fast kickoff goals like we've seen already in this series. There's an opportunity. Oh! Manic almost gets the beat on 2 players, and Silent Wolf misses that as Haku is able to clean this one up, get it to midfield. Tezu now on the attack. Here's an opportunity to put it away. Double commit, and there's no one home on defense, but no one can find that last touch to finish it off.
Oh, Lars, I can tell you my hands are over my head right now. It looked so good for the Outlaws, but Pirates' defense looked even better. One more pop up high. Outlaws would love to send it away, but Pirates are going to get the last laugh here as the ball remains up on the half of Outlaws. It's not going to be enough. We're going to the first overtime.
First overtime, but surely not the last of tonight, and maybe not even the last of this series. But this is the determining factor, at least for the series victory. If Pirates can tuck this one away, then they guarantee a over 500 record on the season so far of whopping week 1 gone.
And they would love to have this, but man, it's still, a matter of minutes away right now. Pirates, they've got a shot, blocked by Corner. Now we're moving up the wall. Pirates and Tezu look to fire away. It's out to midfield. Caught down low, going towards Pirates' net. Somebody's got to get involved here. Manic almost put that one home. Corner to the corner. Tezu up for this one. Here's a decent clear. Oh, I thought it was going to be. The direction was right, but up was too much. Silent Wolf out to the midfield. Tezu down low. Gets dunked away by Outlaws. Corner looks for the shot in, just too slow. Haku easy clear away. And now they can breathe a little bit more.
Oh, a minute gone of overtime, 60 seconds off the clock. And they are throwing this one back and forth. Here's an opportunity, but Tezu can't find the bump to clear out the net. We're seeing a lot of this back and forth, lots of quick transition plays. We saw lots of good contained offense in the first part of this game, but now in overtime, looks like it's the one-off shot for the beat almost with that read. Wow, that would have been a crazy pass down in front with a wonderful dunk. They're looking to just see if they can get the one-off opportunities here.
Now, maybe they can, but Pirates looking good on defense. They look content. Rotation's doing fine. It seems like we could watch this one go on for at least another 2 minutes. Outlaws not going to have enough boost to get this one done. Maybe Corner's got the shot, but Pirates, again, these pinch saves, whether they be double commits or not, they're effective. They're working. Now they're moving to midfield, and Silent Wolf plants it up to the corner. Pirates are going to clear it. This is what I'm talking about, clearing it to the same direction the attack is coming from. Here it goes again. There's always going to be somebody waiting, although this time Silent Wolf slouching back a little bit too much in the offense or on the defensive rotation.
We get a little bit of space. There's a miss in the attempt to keep this one contained, but Haku has the clean up. Now Manic, no boost, is not going to be able to get back to this one. Tezu sends this one all the way downfield, and Haku's on the back wall! What are they waiting there for? Oh my goodness, that was almost the craziest play I've ever seen in Academy League. But unfortunately, they just don't get there in time, and Haku on both ends of the field. Back wall on both ends of the field. What?
Goodness gracious, I thought we were going to see the craziest play to almost happen and then the actual craziest play to happen in Academy League, but it's both blocked away. We're still going in overtime of Game 3 again, folks. If you're just tuning in, Pirates take this game, they take the series. They'd love to close it out right here, but regardless, we're going to play all 5 games. This one waterfalls down. Outlaws looking to punch this home. They have to start their reverse sweep momentum at some point. Again, back out with those double commit defensive plays from Pirates. They work, and then they have so much space, and the Outlaws are unable to capitalize them just yet.
Well, this ball awkwardly touched down. Silent Wolf with an opportunity, doesn't quite find it, and Haku gets the demo. I'm so tempted to go back and talk about what Haku just did in that play with the back walls and everything, because it's near and dear to my heart. But Tezu with an opportunity, ducks it on Silent Wolf. There it is. Tezu puts it away.
Puts away the series as well. Tezu, great 1v1 play here. All they needed was a simple 50. Pushes it all the way around Silent, and unfortunately the defense couldn't read it quick enough. Pirates 3-0, but we still go on for Game 4 and 5.
There's plenty of games to be played. Again, if you're just joining us here at MLE, yes, the Pirates have taken this series, but when we get to playoffs, we go by game wins and not by series. So these next 2 games are critical for those playoff hopes. It can come down to just a single goal deciding a single game. That is the difference between these 2 things. So as we get into game number 4, Grant, Outlaws, they've come so close 2 times in a row now. What do they need to finish off these Pirates?
They need that mentality reset. They've come close in that game number 3. They actually forced overtime. They had the lead for a little bit. They lost it, right? It's a lot of push and pull of how their mental space is doing. But the important thing is to just take everything that's on the desk and wipe it away. You ever seen Substitute Teacher by Key and Peele? Yeah, literally that. Throw everything out the window and just reset. You got to go into this game 4 with the mentality that, hey, every game counts. I don't care what the past has had for us in this series. We're going to go into it with everything we've got, every last drop into this game 4 and every last drop into the game 5.
Yeah, like I was trying to say earlier before I was so rudely interrupted by players scoring goals. Why would you do that? It seemed a little bit like game number 1. Outlaws were shell-shocked. They didn't see those sails creeping up over the horizon until that first broadside was thrown out by the Pirates and just caught them completely unawares. But as time has gone on, they've been able to settle down. They've got to their horses. They're riding around. They're dodging these cannonballs, but they're still getting caught at the most critical moments. Need to see them find a way to board those ships and take it for themselves.
They've got to pull a full-on name swap and be pirates of themselves. Like I said, a trial of the thieves at the very beginning. That's what we still got going on. Pirates have already let the Outlaws walk the plank, but can they climb back aboard and steal a little bit left of that treasure? It's going to be Manic from the sidewall to determine this for Outlaws. Demo's coming out. Can they get a pop? They look for the demo instead. Pirates able to read that one. Haku leaves it for Tezu after the dunk from corner. Back up high. Silent Wolf with a huge misplay. Manic does have the control, though. Look at this. Moving, weaving in and out of players on the Pirates defense. Silent Wolf has the opportunity. Posting out. Corner. One more. Goes way up high. And unfortunately, Outlaws coming so close once again, but unable to convert.
A lot to be happy about there out of the Outlaws attack right there. We saw all 3 players get a shot on net. All 3 players got a chance to pressure to attack. They were looking for demos to open up that opportunity. And they're even looking for shot placement to try to take this one away. That last shot from corner saw where the defense was concentrated in kind of the left half of that net and looks for that upper right 90 to try to take it away. Unfortunately, just a little bit too much mustard on the shot. Throws that one high into the back wall. But it's great awareness. That's something that they struggled with earlier in this game, is having that awareness and that game sense. And the fact that they're finding it now, mechanical mistakes aside, that's the important thing to fix. Mechanics, that just comes and goes. That happens.
Yeah, amen to that. Corner's got some great eyes here. Outlaws have a great look towards net, but Silent Wolf couldn't get there. Venturi bounces off the corner. Manic tries to get there, almost intercepted for a little bit of a carry. Now Corner with a miss. Haku comes through with the interruption. Manic has that ball out for Venturi. Silent Wolf has to pull a quick turnaround. Manic getting involved here. We're noticing double commits, but not in the way that have been so effective for the Pirates. This one off the back wall, and Haku on the retreat. Silent Wolf plays the close play. There we are with that control. This is that game changer for Outlaws, keeping it close and forcing Pirates to commit.
What I do like to see out of the Pirates right now is they're not afraid to take the ball back into their own half. Common misconception, especially among lower-level players, as Haku takes advantage of nobody home. We'll have to come back to what I was saying because Haku's able to just the freest of goals.
Freer than a sample at Costco, that's for sure. 2:49 on the clock to go here, but Outlaws, they need to do the full reset again because they pulled it out for so long and they put out these fires on the defense for a little while, but now that a ball finally escapes through their fingertips into their own goal, it might happen again. They've got to reset. I don't know how else to say it. They're doing great. They have to have that mentality that they are playing great because they really are when it comes down to it. Pirates just outclassing them a little bit in very small areas.
Just small areas, but those, honestly, like we said in game number 1, the big difference between these two teams is the game sense, is the awareness. And right now, that gap is almost completely closed. It's just, at this point, it's just that one extra little thing that Pirates have managed to eke out, barely squeeze out on top of the Outlaws here to find those last couple of wins. But the last 3 games have all been decided by a single goal. Outlaws are very, very well positioned to take this away. They just need to find a way to crack the code and turn some of these opportunities into goals.
Oh my goodness, Pirates already know how to do that, but this one will be blocked by the Outlaws. Still dangerous. Here come the 50s. Also, even more dangerous. Pirates will walk away with yet another, forcing their way into that 2-goal lead.
Oh, a relentless attack here. Tezu gets a big push to kill that 50 and then gets in front of Manic. Haku in the backfield looking to demo, so if there's any kind of clear or attempt to get back downfield, it's not there. They can't take advantage of it. And then obviously Venturi, just a full head of steam, comes barreling down the field to finish that one off.
Oh yeah, and we already know this 2-goal lead could be a little dangerous, but I think the Pirates have opened up their eye patch. They've got both eyes open for what the Outlaws are trying to do. They're not going to be comfortable yet until they get that 3rd goal. Here's Silent Wolf for the Outlaws starting us off. Back in for Pirates. Haku upfield. Throws it to the backboard. These are great passes. Here's a block from Manic. Silent Wolf back out to the corner, gets a pinch. Tezu thought about going. Oh, they jumped just a little bit. They could have had that air dribble carry, and we know that they are mechanically capable of it. Manic out to Silent Wolf up front. Corner fails to be in the midfield. They'll stand back instead. Huge miss here. Open net, but blocked away. Outlaws are starting to slip and fall apart on defense, and it's just a matter of time before that 3rd goal does come in.
Yeah, at this point, with the level of pressure that's being brought, we had such a hopeful start at the beginning of this game. Outlaws had that quick offensive turn. They got a shot on net apiece. They got good looks. They just couldn't quite find the magic to finish it off.
No?
And, well, Silent Wolf, there it is. I was just about to say they still have that one shot apiece, but Silent Wolf gets their 2nd of the game, and it's a winner.
Yeah, Silent Wolf is done being silent. Finally, some noise to the Outlaws and their offense. Pulls it back in within 1. This is game 4. They need to tie it up. They're trying to take off these last 2 games for playoff contention, but oh boy, it is close as ever. I just don't know if they can do it. Prove me wrong, Outlaws.
Well, so far, 23 seconds to go. They need to find a quick turn here. Manic makes that back pass, and it kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier about the control, which we could discuss in the intermission, because right now it's a scramble at the midfield to try to secure game number 4. Corner sends this one deep in. There's no one home. Tezu on the back wall is able to touch that one away. Last few seconds on the clock. Silent Wolf passes this down, but Venturi has the read to clear it away. Corner, one last opportunity. Silent Wolf on net, and it's in! There it is! Manic gets the goal to force overtime!
No way! Are you kidding me? One last-ditch effort. Corner down the Silent Wolf. That came within 1 unit of unreal measurements to touching the floor, and they force it. I have never, ever in the history of my Rocket League experience seen something so just crazy.
I was shocked when I saw that goal explosion. I thought for sure that the next thing on screen was that end game because that ball was so close to the ground, but they find a way. They force the overtime. If Outlaws don't win this one, it is a crying shame because they deserve it after that last 0-second effort.
I hope we don't see Season 5 RLCS flashbacks right now. Please don't end in a bad turbo goal. Please don't end in a bad turbo goal. It's not a bad shot, but yes, we will have to deal with the crying shame that is yet another Outlaws loss here.
So let's qualify for a second. No shade to the Pirates. Good job. Nice job to fight and take that one back. It's just when you see an effort like that and it doesn't result in a goal, you just can't help but weep a little bit because it was so hard fought. But at the end of the day, Pirates just played a better game. It's unfortunate for the Outlaws because they had some crazy hype moments. I mean,
like
come on, right?
Come on, exactly.
But at the end of the day, 11 shots on net to 6. Outlaws, they lose the game because they just don't bring enough pressure. You could see when they get these opportunities, they can be deadly effective. They're just not creating enough of those opportunities for themselves. On the flip side, they're a solid defensive team. And Manic, 5 saves out of Manic alone.
Yeah, and that's just that. I mean, it's impressive, but that is the issue. Outlaws, we've looked at the saves and the shot count, and they're just spending so much time on defense. They're struggling to get, they get those shots on net, but they're just so off. The accuracy is not there. They're going to need to do a lot of shot training in transition from this week to next week when they go back at it again. But man, I just don't know what else it is. I feel like it's just shot accuracy and maybe capabilities of 1v1 play because we've seen the Pirates come out as well. Everybody very mechanically gifted for Academy League, so great play. I just don't know. Lars, what are you looking at as we go into this final game of the set between Outlaws? What is going to be the determining factor of whether or not they can actually get this game?
I think space. I think it's going to be space. They need to create space in front of the net to make plays. Silent Wolf has done a good job of being able to make, when you saw Silent Wolf with that ground air dribble, picked up a goal to cut that lead in half in that last game. They just need a little bit of space to take a shot on net, and here is Manic with a flick off the kickoff because they have space.
I think I accidentally joined the game, right? And I think that was the distraction that they needed. I don't know if we have to reset the lobby because I absolutely screwed up, but Maple has left the match. I think we're good. I hope we're good. I mean, it didn't screw up anything, but it might screw up replays. I hope not. If I'm in the replay, we'll have 0 points, and we'll just be an honorary member of the Outlaws for a second. But we'll continue with this game as it is, as we play it out. Outlaws, I mean, they'll take it. They'll take the distraction, and they'll take the first goal of the series, or not the series, but Game 5. Venturi going to take the second and tie it back up.
19 seconds gone. That is all we have missed. Coroner, unfortunately, does exactly what Haku needed to do, which is pass that one off the back wall and back out. That's an extremely effective offensive strategy. I understand what Coroner was trying to do. They were looking for that touch away from the net to try to get that one, to try to break up Haku's opportunity down the field. Unfortunately, they just don't have the presence of mind in that scenario to touch that one away from the shooting lane as well.
No, but here comes Haku. Tries to get the 50. Venturi out to the left side. Finds Tezu waiting there. Pass back midfield. Silent Wolf, quick interception there. Pulls it away. Now they try again, but leaves it for Haku instead off the sidewall. Maybe some miscommunication from Outlaws. Now a missed touch. Silent Wolf back to midfield. Nobody going to be home for this. All Pirates control. Venturi with a 1v1. Oh, they just let go of the control and possession. Manic is able to fight it out. Haku back into that corner of Outlaws. Outlaws now getting roughhoused. Absolutely bullied by the Pirates right now. They've pulled it out to midfield. Silent Wolf looks to drag it around. Shot blocked by Venturi, but it's still up. Double commit. Manic finally gets the call off. Now it's off the back wall. Silent Wolf turns on it. Can't get there. Pop up and blocked by Haku. They were just too slow to make a decision on what to do in that situation.
That's unfortunate. You see that defense lurking in front of the net. It's tempting to want to not throw yourself at that ball. You don't want to be beat over the backside. You're very used to getting punished for that kind of commit. But like we talked about in the pregame, 3v3s, you have to bring pressure. You have to be sending a player at that ball constantly. And as long as you're not third back, you should be diving at everything. Maybe you don't have the best challenge, but a bad challenge is better than no challenge in this scenario.
Yeah, and that's the thing about threes is you can kind of have that player that is, I guess, the sacrificial lamb. You know, you could throw them up and be like, hey, just apply pressure. Go there to apply pressure. Force a touch. Get them to do this. Get them to do that. And, I mean, we're just seeing a little bit of a lack of that right now. But Manic is trying to turn things back towards in favor of the Outlaws. Corner from the side wall, back to the back wall. Tezu with the miss. Pirates down low. Silent Wolf, good touch to put it back. Looks to finish it all themselves. Looks for the triple, doesn't react quick enough, and Haku gets the clear for Pirates.
Oh, it's a good showing of some mechanical ability. And like you mentioned, they're very solid corner, trying to take advantage of that pass. Oh, it was beautiful. Manic stayed close. I'm sure they knew corner was there, but it was a good draw to draw the eyes away. But Venturi has eyes for one thing and one thing only, and that's the back of the Outlaws net.
A great shot to take it up 2-1. Venturi, just simple as that, finds the opportunity and goes in for the kill. I mean, we probably look at stats. This one's going to look pretty darn good for Venturi, but I mean, it's going to look good for everybody. I love the team involvement. We mentioned at the very beginning that threes is a very team-oriented game mode, and you have to get everybody involved. And this has been, I think, the biggest thing for me right now, and it just happens in this level of gameplay is efficiency, effectiveness. How much can you get yourself involved with the play? Are you missing the ball a lot, or are you actually hitting it? If you're hitting it all the time, that is as effective as you can be, and then it's all about thinking a step forward from there. But a lot of the times when we see these easy touches just whiffed, it gives possession away, and in this case to the Pirates a lot of the time. Outlaws, every shot they have made has just gone high. This one, there's no way this goes in. Okay, no. Good. Pirates kept their calm, kept their cool there, and able to force it away, but I really think that this whole series has just been an inability to make everybody useful and effective.
Ooh, speaking of here's useful, Manic with a shot on net, touched away by Tezu, but it's just speed and aggression. Speed and aggression. You need to be constantly, as corner almost finds that dunk into the corner. Silent Wolf throws themselves at that ball and doesn't quite find the touch. I don't mind mechanical mistakes. It happens. No. It happens to all of us at every single level. The bigger issues are you making the correct decisions, and there's just a little bit of inconsistency, more so on the side of Outlaws in making those correct decisions. Here's an opportunity for a double, and Manic gets the big save. Manic is done. They have quit. They're done. They're out of it. Oh, no, it's so unfortunate. Oh, that is just the worst unfortunate event we have seen yet. Oh, man, Outlaws.
Oh. That is the saddest thing I've seen in minor league esports history, and it's only day one of the new season. Here's a bouncer, though. Outlaws, there's still time. Oh, my goodness, their hearts get broken again. This has got to be just a lasso of an effort. It's like, oh, you want this? Yeet. No, you don't get it. Pirates are stealing away every opportunity that the Outlaws get. It just feels like they're teasing them at this point. Oh, no, here comes the third goal. Oh, no, they can't get there. Venturi can't either, but 10 seconds. I mentioned there's still time. This is the last attempt, but miscommunications. I really want to direct my attention to Manic right here. Just didn't feel like they played to the end of that game when there was still so much time, and you can really see it at the end as well, but that's a 5-0 for Pirates.
That is a heartbreaking series on the side of the Outlaws, and I mean, I don't want to do this, but we're going to do it. Look at the stat lines. Look at that. Look at the shots on net. Outlaws, they stayed in it right up until the end. I know Manic, understandably, a little bit heartbroken after that save at the end that would have been the tying shot, but right up until that point, Outlaws stayed in this mentally, 100%. I mean, 7 shots for the Pirates, and the Outlaws were just monsters in the offensive end, bringing 12 shots down, just desperately trying to claw a win out of this series. But unfortunately for the Outlaws, the Pirates are going to get an excellent start to their series with a 5-0 sweep on the first stream of the season.
Yeah, it was absolutely spectacular. Regardless of the outcome, we saw a lot of great things. And I mean, we even got a play of the week for sure out of that. That 0-second goal. Somebody go back and clip that for the Balls Grew on a play of the week, please. All right. More on balls later, but geez, I haven't seen anything like that in the history of my Rocket League experience, and I'm being dead serious on that. Everybody saw how close the ball got to the ground. I think that was at most, one Unreal unit. For those who don't know, that's equivalent to a centimeter. Yeah.
A centimeter, a single centimeter.
From the ground. I'm mind blown from that play specifically. Definitely the highlight of the series, regardless of the fact that Outlaws did not come away with the win.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with the Play of the Week, we do give away Balls Guarana to the winner of the Play of the Week. So if you see something you like, make sure you go ahead and clip that. You can submit it on Twitter at MLE Sports GG, hashtag POTW, or in the appropriate Discord. In our Discord, if you are not a member of Minor League Esports and you would like to be part of a competitive, positive community, make sure you go ahead and go to mlesports.gg/apply. Also on the MLE Sports website, we have articles, stats, rankings, merch. Merch. You got Grant over there with some merch as well. Make sure you get your merch for MLE. We got it for all the different teams as well. MLEsports.gg. Check it out. But we have more Rocket League action coming up for you here. We've got the Ducks versus the Hawks in Foundation League 3v3 right after this intermission. Stick around. We'll be right back.